What's up, guys? Welcome to your 35th Android tutorial and for the new boss. And again, my name's Travis. What we're going to do in this tutorial is basically set up our next application. So we're going to create a new XML file by going right-clicking, File, New, Other, and then Android XML file. You guys should be familiar with this. We're going to call it Email XML. Finish. And basically, I'm trying to think of some new things I can introduce you guys to with the XML so it doesn't get boring. What we're going to do is we're going to add some edit text, plain text. You're like, what? This isn't new. You are lame. Which is fine, but what I'm actually going to introduce you guys to is something called a ScrollView. So add about 6 is good. 6 edit text, and then we're going to add a text view above each one. Nothing too awesome here. And then we're also going to add, let's see, the date and time thing. We're going to add an analog clock right here, just because we can. Now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of separate some of this code with some linear layouts. So I don't know what that statement is. Alright, and so first we're going to break it into some linear layouts. Oh, also we're going to add a button, regular button right after our edit text, or our last edit text. And there we go, and then we're going to separate these with 3 linear layouts. So I'm going to set up a linear layout. Again, nothing new for the most part. Linear layout, and we're going to close this statement off here and delete it here, and then just set it up. Android. Basically, I'm going to copy and paste the same setup here. It's going to be vertical orientation. Again, nothing new for you guys. And match parent. And then we're also going to just copy and paste this for our edit button, for our button, I mean just for a one button class. And then we're also going to copy and paste it for the analog clock as well. And we're going to change all these, the height to them for, actually before we do that, we're going to go into add our scroll view. So right here, this top linear layout, this is where we're going to add our scroll view, and basically the scroll view will allow us to scroll through all of our items within the linear view below. Now scroll view has to have a linear view for the most part within its parameters, so we're just going to add a scroll view. Again, Android layout width equals fill parent, and Android layout height is going to equal fill parent as well. Alright, so we have our scroll view set up, and we want to wrap our linear view. So we're going to copy this line and paste it below this linear view. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set up all of these other linear views that we set up to have fill parent for the height as well, and then we're going to use the weight method that we're familiar with. Whoops. So kind of a boring tutorial, just get everything set up and introduce you guys to the scroll view for the most part, and the analog clock, which I just threw that in there randomly. So there we go, we basically have that set up, and now we're going to add the weight to our top or main linear layout that holds everything else. So we're going to say Android weight sum equals 100, and let's say we're going to give this scroll view weight layout weight, and oops, I was afraid that was going to happen. Okay, layout weight equals, let's say, like I don't know, 20, 30. Let's do 30. Sorry. And then we're going to give this, we're just going to copy this line here. We're also going to add some weight to this linear layout that holds our button, and we're going to give this one 40, and then also this last linear layout we're going to give 30 as well. So 30 plus 40 plus 30 is 100, which we want, and let's check it out. that's pretty good for the most part. I'm also gonna basically have this analog clock fill parent for the width and the height, and you know, set this button up to center, but you guys don't really need to know that. As you can see, we only have 3 text views, but you'll be able to scroll through these text views, oh crap, when our application works. So there you go, that's kind of introducing you guys to the scroll view. I know we went quickly, but hopefully it wasn't too complicated. Basically, all you need to know is a scroll view takes a linear view within its parameters, and make sure the linear view that's within the parameters is set to vertical orientation so you can scroll vertically. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial.